Hello. In this presentation, LHRD 7025's Group 12, Julia Bachman, Bethany Hager, Amber Hannes, Claire Haynes, William Phillips, and LaKendrick Dion Wright will use adult learning theories to critique Mask Up America, a national campaign used to reach adults regarding COVID-19 safety precautions. At the beginning of 2020, the World Health Organization announced that COVID-19, an infectious disease spreading simultaneously in numerous countries, had become a global health crisis. By March 2020, the state of New York was experiencing over 15,000 positive COVID-19 cases, resulting in the erection of several temporary hospitals to accommodate the rising number of patients. As a result of the continued rise in positive cases, Governor Andrew Cuomo urged the citizens of New York to wear their masks in public out of respect for essential workers and others. In June, Governor Cuomo called upon the President of the United States to issue an executive order directing all citizens to wear a mask in public, as well as asking President Trump to lead by example by wearing a mask himself. Due to the lack of support from the national government in ongoing pandemic nationwide, Governor Cuomo launched a national Mask Up America campaign. The Mask Up America campaign featured 8 30-second TV public service announcements.
Be New York tough. Mask Up America.
Airing on donated media time from digital and broadcast media outlets. The announcements were also available for radio and YouTube and featured celebrities such as Morgan Freeman, Robert De Niro, and Paul Rudd to voice the message. The purpose of the campaign was to bring awareness and urge all Americans to wear a mask while in public to help stop the spread of the virus. The objective of the campaign was to reach as many Americans as possible to explain vital information about the importance of wearing a mask. To provide you with a deeper understanding of the Mask Up America campaign, we would like to provide you with an opportunity to see one of their service announcements narrated by Morgan Freeman.
I may never have met you. We don't go way back. Maybe we wouldn't even be friends if we did. But when you wear a mask, you have my respect. Because your mask doesn't protect you. It protects me. I wear my mask to protect you. Be New York tough. Mask Up America.
Edward C. Lindman's theory on adult education includes 5 key assumptions about adult learners. Number 1, adults are motivated to learn as they experience needs and interests that learning will satisfy. Number 2, orientation to learning is life-centered. Number 3, experience is the richest source for adults' learning. Number 4, adults have a deep need to be self-directing. And number 5, individual differences among people increase with age. The Mask Up America campaign did a very solid job of enacting Lindman's principles of motivation based on needs and interests and life-centered learning orientation. Lindman tells us that every adult person finds himself in specific situations with respect to his work, his recreation, his family life, his community life, etc. Situations which call for adjustments. By acknowledging the change in our current situation and the subsequent disruptions to our daily lives, the Mask Up America campaign was able to appeal to adults' need for understanding why.
Because your mask doesn't protect you. It protects me. I wear my mask to protect you.
Instead of simply imposing the rule. However, failing to include more interactive elements caused the campaign to be lacking in regards to Lindman's assumption about experiences and self-direction, allowing no opportunity for mutual inquiry, discourse, and the sharing and processing of experiences. Finally, a lack of thorough acknowledgement of the differences among individuals as they age left the campaign feeling more relevant to some age groups rather than others. In addition to the Lindman theory, another adult learning theory is the andragogical model. The andragogical model is based on a set of 6 assumptions. 1, the need to know. 2. The learner self-concept. 3. The role of the learner's experience. 4. Readiness to learn. 5. Orientation to learning. And 6. Motivation. Overall, the Mask Up campaign did a phenomenal job at appealing to the assumptions that adults need to know, the adult's learner's self-concept, and the motivation factor. The andragogical model assumes that adults need to know why they need to learn something before undertaking to learn. Adults have a self-concept of being responsible for their own decisions for their own lives, and adults are responsive to some external motivators. But the most potent motivators are internal pressures. The Mask Up America campaign has a series of PSA videos released that target historical data about previous pandemics, facts about how masks can effectively protect us, and calls to action to protect and respect one's self as well as others. By appealing to the emotions of the audience while also giving proven facts and encouraging those watching to make a decision for the benefit of themselves and the ones they love, the campaign effectively targets 3 out of 6 andragogical model assumptions. Conversely, the role of the learner's experience, readiness to learn, and orientation to learning assumptions are not hit as hard as previously mentioned assumptions. The CDC provides videos, articles, and advertisements centered around the proper usage and safety of masks, how they protect you and me, and the different reasons why Americans all over the country are choosing to mask up in the I Wear a Mask Because campaign video. The more interactive and targeted approaches appeal directly to learners' need to use their experience to cope with real-life situations surrounding specific problems. The campaign did possess qualities that worked in tandem with these assumptions. However, these could have been represented more to make the campaign as effective as possible among the adult audience. While the Mask Up America campaign was overall very effective in many ways in regards to this learning theory, there were some ways that it could have been improved in its utilization of the andragogical adult learning theory to become even more effective. The campaign could have been stronger in theory had it included a more interactive model to appeal to the audience experiences and their own reasons why this cause is so important in a situation that has touched the life of every American by this point. Nonetheless, overall, the campaign does do a good job of relating its learning methods to that of the andragogical learning theory. This campaign could have been more interactive by creating a more engaging and informative content based on the CDC guidelines on how to wear masks, types of masks to be used, and who uses the mask. Interactive content is more effective at educating the viewer compared to static content. In order to create a two-way flow of information that defines interactive, a question and answer portion could have been included in the many service announcements that were run on social media. The word interaction expresses the second chief principle for interpreting an experience in its educational function and force. Even though the campaign displays accessibility by using some catchy slogans such as Mask Up, New York Tough, etc., it could have been made more accessible by providing useful text alternatives for all images, multimedia options like video captioning, or transcripts for audio and video content. Additionally, it could have shown more contrast and color in certain areas of the campaign, which are vital to accessibility for people with low vision capabilities or viewers with visual disabilities to perceive the content in a better way. It could have also shown more inclusiveness because this and accessibility are critical elements which will determine the campaign's success. This campaign could have been more effective by displaying a more powerful and strong message. An effective good content strategy is the cornerstone of a successful campaign. This campaign, to become more effective, should have hit 3 specific or important criteria. Clarity, because a campaign should always include a clear message that supports the goal. Memorability, achieved at some level because viewers need something meaningful and memorable. And scalability, which means translating the message into different means and value because it needs to provide viewers value in a meaningful way, whether entertaining, educating, or inspiring. It could have been more effective if it was delivered as a national program by the President and Center for Disease Control. Thank you so much for allowing us to share our presentation with you. We hope you gained a deeper understanding of the Mask Up America campaign as well as the role that adult learning theory can play in the success of National Public Service announcements.